Right, welcome to game number 5 of mirmydons versus Jerimuno here on Thar Desert. We have Jerimuno playing Bulgaria versus Mirmy playing Brazil. I almost choked there. Right, Brazil. Right, so Bulgaria is infamous for their Age 4 rush into Spastel Infinite Shipment. They also have the Hunting Lodge, which will provide geese for a very, very powerful livestock boom. And they also have Infinite Shipments. He is missing some of the 200s and some of the other free ones. Some of the upgrades also seem to be missing, but decent deck overall. Should still do the job. And then this is the same deck we've seen for like the third time now. So the thing about Brazil is that they have montados, which are dragoons that counter other dragoons. And versus normal dragoons, they instantly shred them. They were even like so powerful that even the overpowered cranes struggled against montados. Like even the cranes couldn't kill the montados. That's how powerful they are against light cavalry, with their insane, ridiculous speed and their potential attack range, damage, and HP buffs, as well as increased multipliers thanks to cards. So this might be where Bulgaria loses actually, because the Spastels will be getting countered. But I'm not too sure. Then again, they have like 700 health, so the Spastels are no joke in how hard they're to kill. But they don't have range resist, so montados will be dealing their full damage on top of those Spastels. But like what? So say the damage is like what? I'll inflate and say the 25 damage times 2 is 50. The HP is going to be like 750. So you're going to need like a good mass of montados to actually kill it. You're going to need like 15 of them to hit a single Spastel to kill it. But they're fast, so with 8 speed they should still be able to kite, but then again, if they don't have the range bonus from the Confederate allies, what's going to happen is... Alright, another pause here. But what's going to happen is the Spastels with about like 50 damage. Ridiculous. Shinker, we're checking the Pro Toy for fucking Voluntario, by the way. The damage is either 9 or 10. And they only have 80 HP, so like 2 shots from Spastels are enough to kill one Voluntario, whereas they would need like, what, 20 hits on a Spastel? I was still waiting. Man, Shing, don't fight me on Voluntarios. They're trash units that lose to everything. Literally everything.
I'm in your base, killing your dudes.
Lol. He came back. Right, Memi is the first one to age up and will be getting the free agricultural wagon as the Brazilian bonus hits, and will then transform into a mill. Brazil is a good choice on this map because the hunts aren't too high in numbers and kind of far from base, but Brazil can rely on mills as their market, instead of increasing gather from hunt rates, it will instead boost mill gather rates. So therefore, easy to gather food. In the meantime, Jerimuno will definitely be trying to hit age 4 as soon as possible to get the infinite Spastel shipment, as well as shadow tech them. Apologies for the pause. I did notice we dropped from about 40 viewers to 29 there. Stable coming down, actually. Interesting. He probably will be aging up from a stable, maybe, and trying to get those pastels from age up bonuses, perhaps. I don't know, it's just a guess. But the 700 coin will be dropping in. Jerimuno already has 1200 food here. We have musketeers instead of volunteers. Why you ask? Well, because volunteers are trash. Anyway, musketeers will be going down here. Age up now also beginning. I'm guessing it is from the stable, or else he wouldn't have built the stable. More musketeers coming in. Trying to deny Jerry as much as possible, but in the meantime he did have to use some of his eco to make those musketeers from these barracks. So in return he is actually slowing down his own age up to the fortress age, and it will be a bit longer before he actually gets the the montados. So that will be it for these musketeers. Probably want to micro that one musketeer, kind of pulls it away. Villagers now able to gather once more. Jerry has 2 shipments, but we all know it's an infinite shipment, and there it is, the Spastel with 470 HP Shinko, not 400. That's another 4 hits by volunteers to kill. That's a big ass difference. So you need, what, 24 volunteers to kill a Spastel. That is no joke. And now we have a second one, so guess what? The number now increased to 48. Magic. Jerimuno hitting the capital age. Spastel's now hitting 705. You said they hit 700 in H4, Shinkuro. You're not really being accurate right now. 46 damage now. Spastel's not even kiting, just standing still. Pulling that one Spastel away. Spearmen coming in, but they have 40% melee resist. Not using geese, that's interesting. Star Fort Wagon coming in will be helping in defending his base quite significantly. Star Forts are really powerful. Right, for once we do have volunteers coming in a batch of 8 total. But now with the 700 HP, the number of volunteers needed has essentially doubled. Cartographer really trying to fight off these units. Boom. Only a few villages inside the town center, so not the full damage just yet. Spastel was Spastel number 2. I guess it died. Chests of 1,000 coin have dropped. It's really interesting that he hasn't used geese yet. trying to gather the coin. Let me check if he has... Okay, he just has a coin crate, so no food. He should really rely on geese here. Fort really helping out in the defense. Does lose his villager though, unfortunately. Going this way now. Is he trying to gather wood? 3 Spastel shipment coming in. We'll be grouping up the rest. That villager is about to die, but as it is a strong peasant, it is really surviving. Has the 20% range resist, and the volunteers only dealing 10 damage really is not enough. And he's been really investing into those attacks, sending musketeers and volunteers non-stop. He hasn't even begun to age up. And the thing is, Jerimuno is now proceeding towards age 4, so what's going to happen is as he keeps sending volunteers, he's just delaying the montados. And the montados are really his only hope in defeating Spastels. But he is keeping them safe, letting the fort do the job. Successfully denying the coin crate for quite a long time now though. And the 260 coin left here will actually give him exactly 1200. So all he needs is food, which he is gathering all the way over here. Once that hits 2000, it will be game over. And speaking of damage, Siege of 37, pretty decent. We're getting more of the infinite 200 food crates now. So that's going to be covering the need for food for quite a bit. And the Spastel, even though just 3 essentially doing the job a pikeman would do at the early ages and sieging the barracks. Mirmyd's resources dropped just a moment ago. I don't know if it's for units or if it's for the age up. But at this point, even if he's aging up, Montados cost 160 food. Like, that's pretty expensive. So even if he wants to make Montados, at this point he's quite late. And Jerimuno only needs about 800 food now. Yeah, a chart of all the civs that were used would be nice. Like, throughout the entire tournament, the number of times each civ has been played, win rate, whatever. That would be quite an interesting thing to look at. Spastels now coming in and doing their raid. Look at that, 4 Spastels with no villager malice, by the way. Dealing 46 damage straight up into the faces of those slaves, the poor slaves, man. Imagine being a slave and having to deal with Bulgarian Spastels. We do have some Poborniks now, ready to defend the base. Almost 2000 food now. And the age up in 3, 2, 1... GG. They tickled that Spastel. 10,000 HP fort. The star fort of the Balkans is always quite powerful. Now aging up to age 3, Mirmy has almost no resources, but does have a shipment, so he can get the Montalos and guard the Honras through shipments, but here's the thing, guard the Honras really won't do anything in this game, because the Spastels will be like, tee pew, and you're dead. Look at that, 46 times 2. Just straight up 92 damage to the face of guard the Honras. So essentially, with just roll the 96 to 100 damage, and Guardianras have 650 HP, so 7 Spastel, 1 shot, 1 Guardianra. It's ridiculous. And they're about to age up. So once he's age 4, that number's going to increase even more. Those dudes are going to be like 1000 HP with like 60 damage. Just wait for it. And Jerimuno is preserving that one shipment. All he needs now is population, and as long as he has population, he'll just do this. Like, he'll open his homestead like this, and you see this button, he'll just spam it, and boom, he wins. There it is, Industrial Age from the stable, getting the 705 HP Spasto. Looks like the Shadow Tech is only up until age 3, and Mimi resigns.